I can't seem to get my lighting right. And I can't seem to get rid of these weird, creepy fucking eyeballs in here. So, gonna block the light out with my giant forehead. And now that I've started this video out with something ridiculous, I suppose I can get straight to business. Well, ooh, I've accidentally turned the PlayStation on. I hope these things aren't bad signs because, let's just say what I'm about to tell you is pretty intense. At least knowing these things the way I know them, for me, is pretty intense. Sony. Um, whatever. I was gonna try to turn it off, but I'm a moron, so. There's kind of this thing that wait, now I have an incoming call on my phone. Apparently I'm gonna have to mentally fight an astral battle while I film this video. Anyways, the reason why I always make sure that I start videos with something ridiculous is because if you want the wisdom that I have, as arrogant as that I'm sure sounds to people who haven't made it very far through my videos, you should earn it. At least a little. At least deal with my horribly planned babbling. Because let's just say there might be some kind of little hidden meaning in any little thing I do. Okay? So, I'm sure I'm going to work the number 42 into the title of this video somehow. Because, like the number 42, the knowledge or mystery, whatever I'm about to call it, whatever you want to call it, that I'm about to reveal isn't something that any being, any human at all could possibly figure out, especially not in the past 2,000 years since my last considerable lifetime of Newt. Um, I did a whole lot of magic, which ensured that this would not be revealed in any specific way. Because at the time, there was kind of an evil goddess who took over the fucking world. And she's reigned for the past 1,000 years. See, there's this thing on my lap, and I'm not sure if I want to show it to you. And I guess I'm gonna have to, because this is a story of a lovely lady. No, well, kind of. And I'm not worried about sounding silly right now. I'm literally weighing the consequences of revealing this to you. I ask that anybody who sees this remember where they saw it, at the very least. So when you see anyone attempting to adopt this logic, you know who both brought it out of this world and brought it back in. What you have here is a little shitty drawing of many, many different pantheons. Egypt, whatever. So, what's 42? It's 7 times 6, isn't it? Okay, so let's take the number 7. God created goddess, yeah, remember that. Created Father Time, Gabriel, Ra, yeah, remember that. So that he could live among the people as God and goddess with a Father Time-ish figure to pretend to be God so that they could be humans. 7. The way it actually happened. Now, if I were, say, I don't know, what do you want to call them? The Bolsheviks, the Soviets, whatever, and I just wanted to fucking destroy Christianity, I would have spent a lot of time forging documents that subtly, and I do mean subtly, influence the sphere of interpretation for Christianity. And it is a possibility that such documents have been mixed in with the remainder of documents that survived the, I don't know if you want to call it cleansing, when there was a massive worldwide effort to wipe out the history of the true goddess by the usurper. Now, which one to be appropriately called Isis, which one to be called Isis Fighter, Isis Ishtar? One obviously opposes the other, Isis Ishtar. My instinct was that it was my girlfriend, that was Isis, and that Ishtar was my ex-wife, the she-devil bitch. Good time, good time. But when it all comes down to it, that's really just semantics, because every name of a goddess, the Whore of Babylon just decided she wanted them all. She has it. They're all hers. Every name of every fucking thing she claims. Okay? And that makes her easy to recognize. Along with the pattern she promotes, which is found in the Gnostic Gospels, at least the ones that for some reason tell a different story than the others. A lot of it easier to swallow. I'm not talking about the weird shit that most people think is the weird shit. I'm talking about the New Age shit. I'm talking about the Kabbalah shit. This whole God is within you thing. It's a technicality. Yes, it's technically true. But God is a sentient being, to say the least. Gods are people too. So here you have what's in the Gnostic Gospels, that a goddess created a god who then fell thinking he was God, created another goddess, created another god, created another goddess, tried to get to heaven, couldn't, and spiraled into the fucking red abyss, basically. And that's a 6. So these two opposing viewpoints of heaven, one you've heard, the 6, one you haven't, the 7. What do I really need to say about that? 7 times 6 is 42. And in the end, as we all know, or as you should know, is that the world would be flipped upside down. And what they didn't know was that all their power are belong to God. Number 4. And because of that, this bitch gonna get left out of the loop for causing all that trouble. 2. 42. Now, if you don't think that's hilarious, then you just need to take the stick out of your ass. And if you don't think God is a smartass at the very least, and capable of intertwining such things into reality, or that he isn't silly enough to do so, have you ever seen a platypus?